That's
Yandebo, get a majima. But somebody has in the love for way. Papa, TJ Mukeni, me what you mean. Robert, Mwelu Mama. I thought he loved my head. What the man got if your mom here? I thought he loved my head. We are oh. I thought he loved my head. What the man got if your mom here? I thought he loved my head. We are oh. Sound not the moon go away. Agreement ilo mulwa mwateni atiko make agreement ilo mulwa ye tonya bidi ke inyamunga Ndewe amugbe pati ndejimawe Jifa trouble mwabia mwafila Jifa kundebra mwabia mwalewe api Mwauli dogon Amungili amwe
Tonya mnyake bidi nya Milo waji mahante sana mnamanga woma Election time kati buja tu woma Teke magma pandes shiti malita litinga Beya vile kagadi nyamwe Ngeya nyawunga mwe Anya Nyawunga mwe Tanya pika neza walo he Akpena mwena bonda ya Yeah, badi na Tonya Badi na Gamundiji nyamunga
Ati lo mani Wato mango tipye mamye ati lo mani We are oh ati lo mani Wato mango tipye mamye ati lo mani We are oh sauna timungo we We brawa tifwa ke timungo gai Sauna timungo we Atiko make agreement ilo mulwa mwateni Atiko make agreement ilo mulwa ye Tonya bidi ke inyamunga Ndewe amugbe pati ndejimawe Jifa trouble mwambia mwafila Jifa kundebra mwambia mwalewe api Mwauli dogon Amungili amuiye kenyali unkeda kwe amendelwe mbatelo Sawa kamoti milwe mbatela Kabale junior wa SBPN Ubide enjoy Kabale junior wa SBPN Tokpo tiao amuye Bele molele adopi Tiatalele amaledi Yenya inji ye ilole tiatima Ukekede matela tijo Bidi Na des last time Ato atilo mani Wato mango tipe mamuye Ato atilo mani We are oh Ato atilo mani Wato mango tipe mamuye Ato atilo mani We are oh Sauna timungo we We brawa tifwa ke timungo gai Sauna timungo we
Yes, Fambulde. Una good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever una day. Today we dey start a series of very serious discussions and information given about Sierra Leone. Maybe during the next 2 to 3 months, we go see clearly wetin are the reason will make we country a few people hold am to ransom, then they play with the people and destiny. All this politics, all this fet and everything, it's surrounded by one thing: who to control the resources of Sierra Leone. Over the last couple of months, we don't do a lot of research. And I want to fumble the no say, we not a consider now for Puel person a name or Puel party name or whatever. We are here to talk about Sierra Leone, the value of Sierra Leone, and the reason why Sierra Leoneans should not suffer. We get all the evidences at hand. And I want to know say this program today, I mean one good one because my co-host, Mr. Toure, is there on holidays. Everybody deserve to take a break. And that this program, not just an introduction, the facts will come. We go look at all the international laws, them we guide we country. We go take them, understudy them, we go call experts, them who can discuss them. Then we go see how we can map a way forward for Sierra Leone. Because if we left we country no more to the hands of them group of people here who call politicians, Ambara, not they ever done yonder. Pontofili, not they ever done yonder. It's time Sierra Leoneans know what they need to know so that people go take responsibility for their destiny. And we are going to do it without bloodletting. It's going to be a bloodless revolution, my dear people. We don't need for the kill and curse and fet we serve. We only need for know the truth. The truth shall set us free, and the truth is here. From now, maybe to the next 6, 9 months, if we need for repeat, I'll go there repeat them. And we they ask Sierra Leoneans, gonna get the information here, gonna not take them hook, line, and sinker, gonna self go do na your own research. We they give una the basic foundation, una do na research. And I want for assure una say, most of what you get for do now are questions you get for ask. We go ask the state question. We go ask we politicians and question. We go even ask the international community questions. Because the people of Sierra Leone deserve better. If we make we country, have to make them. This Dubai and them place always and they all about Sierra Leone get for better pass them if we make how to make them. We'll get enough resources for do that. We'll get more than enough resources for do that. But for a set of people where they call themselves politicians, where we not think say na politicians. Now I make today, I start this whole disclosure process with the question: do we have politicians or hustlers in Sierra Leone? I'm not going to say the answer what they give, not the most correct answer, but I think say all over the world we get people who they call themselves politicians. All over the world we get people who they join government on behalf of the people them na the country or the region for make sure say then secure and protect the interest and the welfare of the people them where them vote them for go represent them. But in Sierra Leone and most parts of Africa, we know they see this they happen. Why? God don't abandon we? Is God unfair to us? Or now we own problem? Why is it that people in Africa, people in Sierra Leone, who go into politics, they know they look at waiting them for left as legacy. Instead, then they look at waiting them for put now them pocket for themselves and their family. Then these same people you will see them go to churches and mosques to pray and say them believe God. If you believe God, one of the tenets of religion in Christianity, in Islam, na fear treatment to a complete mortal man. The Christians then say, do unto others as you want done unto you. Islam tell we say, not take hake to a complete mortal man. Not take hake. That means what you know I let them do to you, not do unto other person. But we get a set of people who feel say, for go see them na public office, now just a way for go enrich themselves and forget about the people. We country done the 60 almost years after independence. I want the person show me one hospital in Sierra Leone we go say now minimum 3-star international standard hospital. Minimum 3-star international standard hospital. Where person go sick, go there. It no matter if you get for pay safe. They get the best treatment where anybody can get from any hospital. I want let somebody show me a school in Sierra Leone where they go, where you meet na the laboratory. Every laboratory gets equipment. Biology lab get equipment, physics lab get equipment, chemistry lab get equipment. If then they do carpentry, then get all the tools and equipment for the workshop. If then they do auto mechanics, all the equipment they etc. etc. If then they do home economics, then get a well-structured and equipped kitchen outside the picking and go learn for cook different kind of dishes. I want let somebody show me that in Sierra Leone. If he not day, it's why he not day. Are we so poor that we cannot afford these basic things for develop ourselves? I want let somebody tell me, say, any side you dey in Sierra Leone, you they call touch and go. You know they get problem with communication. I want let somebody show me. Say all the towns and cities, all the villages, then get water supply. We clean and safe. I want let somebody tell me, say, Sierra Leone gets all the electricity we need, even to the last village. Electricity day, person go day, he go sit down, he making rice meal and this, that, he run in business quietly. Or if you dey plant granite, you go able to run your granite mill, you dey make granite paste and then kind thing them there. If all length here not there in Sierra Leone, We want to know why. Are we so poor? I want to ask this question. Now we imagine, say, we not get minerals in Sierra Leone. Yeah, now imagine that. Say, we not get what they call minerals. How would our country have been? Now we look at South Korea. We look at Singapore. We look at Cuba. Cuba right now developed as Sierra Leone, even though they're still the strain. Are we so poor? Why can't we develop ourselves? Where is all this education that we claim to have? What is the education doing for us to help us develop ourselves? Because when you talk about human resource development, what do it mean? Now, for give people the education, we go allow them for able to use the resources of the country for develop themselves. But if people let they claim for get all the education we then get, then we still they suffer. Then look at what's in there at the screen. Tonkolili iron ore mines get 12.8 billion tons of iron ore. And of that quantity, 11.5 billion tons na magnetite iron ore. Magnetite, where then they take make steel and magnet. High grade, one of the world's largest magnetite deposits. Let we ask questions. I see Peter Dowda say the people to develop Sierra Leone are not yet born. Mr. Dowda, with all due respect, sir, I not go agree with that word. If we say that, then you don't say, me and you, we can't pass here for nothing. Honestly. And if we say we can't pass here for nothing, then we are sinners because God make we for campus here, so we contribute for develop this world. If you're not Christian, your Bible tell you say, then say, let us make man in our image and after our likeness, so he will take dominion over the elements of the earth. They're not say for dominate each other as human beings. Dominion. That means if na iron, we for use them for make something. If na water, we for use them for make something. Air, we for use them for make something. If we say we own generation not able to do all that thing, and if we admit to that and say pass the future generation, then we can't pass here for nothing. And if we can't pass here for nothing, we are sinners. We are sinning against creation. We are created to contribute so that posterity, those coming after us, will meet something that they will say, it was good our parents passed here. If we do all in a diaspora, they elect today, then countries are comfortable. Also, they talk from, I go call and say, now rural Norway. I am 1 hour, 20 minutes from the city of Bergen. If you take them in Sierra Leone terms, you go towards mile 91, are they near outside and call Warema? If you go towards Putloko, are they by how they call this tongue? Mabora, where they near that Okel Bridge. But I have everything here. I get 5G telephone connection. Yes, it was not done overnight. It was not done overnight. But somebody started the process. And today, this generation, they enjoy them. And this generation, they work for left legacy for future generation. Because that's another issue we get for begin examine na Sierra Leone. Wetin na legacy? Then we ask this question. Wetin na legacy? If we dey talk about legacy, wetin na legacy? It's a legacy, your ability to build many houses and die leaving those houses. It's your legacy, your ability to buy many cars, many aeroplanes, fly all over the world, and die and leave this world without contributing to making life better for the world. If legacy no mean that, then I believe say legacy means say wetin we dey do wey dey affect other people their lives, wey dey help for make their lives better. If Sierra Leone get all them potentials here we get, we own generation not able to sit down with collapse, we're not able to sit down with one word and say, let us make this place for all of us. We sit down the cause and effect. Though they say, now next generation they can make them. Can we stop fooling ourselves? Because children learn what they live. We own generation don't take cause and effect. The picking them, we don't teach them cause and effect. We own generation don't take corruption. The picking them, they teach them corruption. Even in the school system now, there is corruption. Picking they pay for make them pass them. Girl picking, then they use them for make them pass them. We therefore begin ask the necessary questions. Because change now a process. And at the same time, now something where they happen when people then get the correct idea. When you have the correct idea, you get the correct awareness. When you get the correct awareness, and when you understand, say, we all for work together. We not for say, la go try for myself. That dog eats dog. All man for himself, God for we all. When we move away from that, we get the correct awareness. Then we will begin to see change happen. And that begs the question, what is the role of politicians in making that happen? We politicians, they don't understand their role. We politicians, they feel say, na for go sit down, na parliament, na table, talk boku, na in a politics. We politicians, then feel say, na for go sit down, say me na minister, ride big motoka all over the place, talk big, na in a politics. I want to ask one question. We political parties then in Sierra Leone, every time then they talk about manifesto, manifesto, manifesto. We don't hear anyone from them party then they talk about ideology. Do we have an ideology in our political culture? Do we even know the role of ideology in the political culture? If we not get all that here, and if people and they go into politics for say winners take all, because then there's one chairman they talk say this time the monkey walk monkey eat. May God help Sierra Leone. May God help Sierra Leone, honestly. If you are a politician, you first obligation na to a country in welfare. Your second obligation na to your party in ideology. We na the reverse we get na Sierra Leone. If you are a politician, I will repeat, your first obligation na to your country in welfare. Because whatever you do in politics, you dey do them on behalf of the people of the country. Your second obligation na to your party in ideology, not to officials in the party, and the ideology life for uphold. As long as you uphold the ideology of the party, you go according to the constitution and codes of ethics of the party, you are a member of the party and a progressive one. You not get for go begin worship anybody in the party. When I begin from team A, team Z, team Q, PAOPA. Able, what your education do for we in SALONE? Sorry, Mr. Babatunde Tijanla, I can't to you now. Yes, I get a number, but the point is, I not set up the system properly yet. But I think say today when I meet one day, I can able to take calls because what you make I know they use the telephone when I can deal with my co-host. If people then call na me one day the yeri. I need to learn something. I'm not expert in everything. I need to learn something about how to set the mixer so that the other side go the yeri, go then they talk. Do you are not patient with me? Learning is a process. Anybody who say it's a thing, you're an idiot. And I'm not an idiot. Learning is a process. We live for learn and we learn every day until we reach the grave. Maybe beyond the grave, if we get for learn, we don't know because nobody no come out, they can't tell we it. Although we don't begin see videos them of people where they say them we don't die, then come back. We will not assume anything. We will not condemn anything. So do are big. We will set up the system. We will make it interactive because it is for you people. It is for Sierra Leoneans. I set up this system for Sierra Leoneans. My vision and my mission now for make Sierra Leoneans get the correct knowledge. We go help we for unite. We go help we for know what thing for do, how for do am, when for do am. And at the same time, it will guide we against misuse and abuse of the country by a few people. Because now that done they happen from 1961 to now. And that's done they happen. And I think say we don't reach the stage where that culture for change. I have not come to pass this world for wait for next generation for Kamekia. I have come to pass this world to leave a legacy. And part of the legacy, now they do so, educating Sierra Leoneans so they go know the truth, and the truth shall set them free. May God help all of us. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's never about me. I want to know that. When I no go ever see me because I dey talk na social media, where time come for election, I go say I want post or I go run. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be 70 in April. So I no get the energy to go dance Kakadebul again. We be done dance we on Kakadebul. Now I for left a legacy. And nobody can stop that. Nobody. As a matter of fact, I want to let know say this exercise, I am just the face. There are other people involved. We have a research team where they come with data. We have a research team where they come with documents. And in due course, talk show to talk show, we get for make am known, we get for produce evidences, we get for produce links where people then go see how we resources have been managed or mismanaged. The ultimate goal is for enhance peace through accountability and transparency of our resources. Because if man gets cassava farm, they eat cassava from the farm, all day angry. You expect that man for there at peace. If man get cassava farm, he no know how much cassava dey. We person car say I wan buy the farm, pass it tell and say go count how much cassava dey na this farm, local arrange price. Does that make sense? As I say, we get for the ask questions. We get for the ask questions. And then questions here, now then go enlighten we. Then go enlighten we. We go know what you need for know. We go move on as a nation. We go see better days. I want to show una say, if we get the correct framework, if we get the correct mentality, we able change Sierra Leone in 10 to 15 years, it will be as beautiful as Dubai. Yes, there is a capacity there. Now the human resource, this woman more okay attitude, we for left them. They not they benefit nobody. Honestly, no, they benefit nobody. They were all losers. We are all losers. How can you give away 12.8 billion metric tons of iron ore for free? This amount of iron ore, if you mine them over 50 to 90 years, if the country they get basic, let's say basic 25% of the profit, that will amount into trillions of dollars. We not get no business for the go IMF go bigger, bigger. We get no business for the dance for $400 million from MCC. But for a few people, we sometimes maybe we need for excuse them. Why I say we need for excuse them? Ignorance can make people learn what you know for do. Sometimes ignorance now problem na Sierra Leone. Honestly. If people and they claim say then sabi, then sabi, then sabi, that sabi for don't reflect in the welfare of the country. 10 days I read somebody they tweet say by 2038. No need for wait till 2038 for make Sierra Leone with this amount of resource we'll get. And we'll not go see in the coming weeks and months the quantum of resource and the potential of Sierra Leone. We'll not go see. As a matter of fact, we get a summary where the team don't prepare last show now. That na for make una see no more. A flash, a flash to us, then say. This na the estimated value we Sierra Leone for the get. $18 billion minimum per annum. If all we resources, mineral, agricultural and other marine resources were properly contracted and accounted for. And this document, a comparative document and a document we take all the contracts we don't sign in Sierra Leone since 1996, from the days of Ahmed Tijan Kaba to now. All the contracts. Una no worry, I go make this document public, a step by step. It's just an introduction. Launa no say we have no business being poor in Sierra Leone. And in as much as we get for do wide social media sensitization, because another thing we wanna need for know is I start the program on my own platform, but arrangements then they for make we extend this program into other platforms them, we especially not to partisan platforms them. Platforms them like TPP Leon, we had the other one them, we get for use them. We will use them, we will make this knowledge known to every Sierra Leonean. Then he left owner to take a decision. And the decision, do you go federal, what if I go over to government? There are ways and means we can get our politicians to do the right thing. Then say the pen is mightier than the sword. And now use the approach. Let us change Sierra Leone before some of us will die and leave this world. If we do that, some of us will die happy souls. If we don't, you do have to lay down on my deathbed, I will curse Sierra Leone. I swear. We left on the country. Because the other side is some of we go to listen all them information, but we're not ready for take action. This time, let it be collective action. Let it be collective action. Thank you, Nene. Thank you, Nene. I've been just one candy. Another thing we wanna need for do, wanna help share this platform, wanna subscribe to the platform, wanna like the platform. Let we grow them. This is not about me. It's not about me. It's not about money making. It's about what do we get for do for make Salone go before. If we not do them, we all go say Alhamdulillah. If we not do them with me, well, he left on. Me don't do me own. I don't do me own. Oh. And now they do so, and I go do them. So let we share this link, this platform. Let we like them. Let we also make sure, say, we take the information, not only for the video them, take the information we wanna get for begin receive public. Wanna make a known to everybody. Say, this now we value. Why we for the suffer? Now we ask that question there. Able, a few people and Papa die left Salone give them, or now we all Papa them, die left Salone give we all. This is not the question we for begin ask. This thing with intimidate and say, Kishas, lay down na Salone now. But Rebang, Salone not a secret society, not a club, where a few people for the enjoy them. Sierra Leone is for Sierra Leoneans. Everything in Sierra Leone belongs to the people of Sierra Leone. Now I make chapter 2 of the constitution clearly states say sovereignty belongs to the people. And We get an international law on natural resources, where say the permanency of sovereignty of resources belongs to the people. La Sierra Leone, see. They can't talk for talk's sake. When they come, they count all the evidences. Because they can't Congo person, they can't Jamfa person, they can't for Puel person in them, and they come for talk on behalf of Sierra Leone. And that I will do. Nobody not get a right for stop me. This now an international law and applicable everywhere on earth. Permanent sovereignty over natural resources and the sanctity of contracts. This now I review somebody from the University of Zambia Law School do, and even they look at a particular aspect of law where they call lucrum cessans. You get another aspect where they say lucrum inceptum. We go count to the thing and day, now step by step, step by step. We go know what you need for know, and we go make we country how for make them. Now I just scroll down because I be do highlight some areas them in this document. And this person, they talk out of handle, they talk according to what in the law require and what in the state. He said the principle of permanent sovereignty over natural resources essentially advances the argument that resource-rich nations should have control over their natural resources. As an exertion of such an exertion of control entails the following: one, right to freely dispose of the natural resources; two, right to explore and exploit natural resources freely; three, the right to use the natural resources for development. Allow note number 3. 4, the right to regulate foreign investment. Note number 4. And 5, the right to settle disputes on the basis of national law. Such control, is contingent upon a state utilizing the resources for national development. Take note of that word. Let me repeat it. Such control is contingent upon a state utilizing the resources for national development. In addition, in exercising the rights attached to this principle, a state must act within the parameters of international law. Moreover, a degree of international cooperation is required. This, at the rhythm, we therefore bring lawyers now that can discuss this, because this is not legal document. Other side and they who are highlight. We therefore bring lawyers that can discuss them. And not they make any interpretation to what they read them for make una see. The focus when they discuss this law in the United Nations, the focus was on the right of mineral-rich countries to utilize their natural resources as part of their sovereignty, which in turn was a facet of self-determination. The first of these was General Assembly Resolution 5236, which recognized the rights of underdeveloped countries to determine freely the use of their natural resources. The condition attached to this, however, was that the state must utilize such resources in order to be in a better position to further the realization of their plans of economic development in accordance with their national interest. This, I think, is simple and straightforward English. And I think so all man will understand this. Fumble them. These are the laws what we get. And this is international law where they do apply in several instances, Libya and other places. Libya being get a case with Texaco when this issue come up. This law was invoked and there was a ruling in favor of the people of Libya during the time of Muammar Gaddafi. So, because I know when people then begin see this, we would have all the bookman then I turn out and say, hey, but it's not applicable. This not gonna work so. Oh God. We bookman them. Now for do something where they stagnate we nine and sabi. But for do thing they make progress. Because they are there for vested interests, not national interest. But this time, by the grace of God, we are going to begin to change that culture. And I believe all of us should come on board. It's not a loner fighting. It's not boy fighting. It's Sierra Leoneans fighting. And we fight not a physical fight, an intellectual fight. And I want for assure I say, the strategies Prophet this faith already done devise. The paths have already been mapped out. As I say, there is a team working in the background. I am just the face. Not to say because me na Libamano for can't talk. I'm not getting that you are afraid. I'm not getting nobody are afraid. But I just believe, say, what you are believing, nobody can stop me from saying it. Nobody. You not get that right today. I'm right. Especially when they come for defame or blackmail anybody. And they come for tell the people them what in them deserve for no. And I believe say so far, from who begin the show to now, I not call person name, I not point finger at person. A questions are they ask. And I go continue to ask questions. And today's own question is, do we have politicians or hustlers in Sierra Leone? If we have politicians, why don't they know these things that I'm putting across now or beginning to put across now? If we have politicians, why are they not contracting in the interests of Sierra Leone? That train where they come out on Kolili for go Marampa. I believe say anybody who don't go Sierra Leone, you don't see how long it be. Each of them truck then they or then wagon then they na 40 tons. One time by the number of wagons we they see almost I on all they go for any time of the train go prepare. Ebo, what's wrong with we? Who that signed that contract with Sierra Leone they lost? Where is that person now? And what did they gain from this contract? Because as far as I know, the contract signing started sometime around where Honest by chromatic power. The first minister of mines, Abubakar Jallo, when I be a geologist, we know everything we need to know about with mineral resources. He refused to sign the contract. He was immediately replaced by Alpha Khan. So Alpha Khan gave an answer to we. What contract did you sign? What is Sierra Leone benefiting, especially at a time where the company we've been signed contract with don't go into administration? We don't get one company, don't can't take over. Now we don't get another company, they run the place. We country in a cassava farm, we all man they can't take you on the people that will get and enough for each band the cassava. No, no, bo. No, we know. We not question with the ASCO. A question with the ask. Yes, Iron Lady. The program is on Facebook. It's on my page on Facebook. Go there, you'll see it running right now. A question with the ASCO. And then question here, by the grace of God, we go get answers. I like it take we almost here, we go get answers. Because this, now long road, we don't start so. A long road. The people of Sierra Leone don't start a long road. Now we begin work on transparency and accountability. Maybe if we succeed for do that, we go able to get all the other things for work, rule of law, this and that. We say people embel full, the rule of law they work. We all man glad. Like no, we all man glad in here. Because at least everybody gets what they do. Pikin they left school today, he get job. He able begin organizing life. He buy car, he they go around in business. Some pikin, by the time he work 1 year, 2 year, he they left in parenting house, he go buy his own house, 1 room and parlor, 2 room and parlor, he did it. When he get girlfriend or he married, then begin get pikin, then say, okay, let's sell this house, let's take a bigger loan, then buy a bigger house. Why can't we do that in Sierra Leone? Where Sierra Leone and Norway almost get the same population, but Sierra Leone get more mineral resources than Norway. Norway not oil no more than get through the Agopa. And Norway oil, then we don't discover them from 1950s. Then decide, say, we're not a mine them until we don't build the human resource capacity. In 1969, then begin mine the oil. And before they mine the oil, they make sure, say, they study all the international laws, then get all the international advantages. And start from mine the oil 69. By 1980, 85, they sit down back, they say, so they will not be get boku money. Now the money don't boku. Hey, when be careful, oh, this oil go down. Then we find a way for save some of this for we generations yet unborn. That's what a legacy is. All the politicians from different political parties, the intellectuals, then come together and say, let us do it for all of us. And decide for form the Norwegian Pension Fund, when a sovereign fund. 1990, now they begin put money in that fund after they don't do all the legal and other preparations, administrative, technical and other preparations. 1999, they begin put money there. From 1990 to now, Norway has the biggest sovereign fund on earth. In terms of government money, Norway get more money than China because now China can second to Norway. This is what politicians do. That's what politics is about. Developing what will develop your people. Concerning yourself with what will develop your people. But where you go, you say, la, go fend me on. Today been the way comfort of back. Now they ride my bashe. Mercedes my bashe. Because now so the Germans and they call her my bashe. You have to ask yourself, am I really a politician or a hustler? Hey, Bo, I'll try change now. Otherwise, we picking them, then picking them, then go judge we wrongly in Sierra Leone. I see somebody they post now, this no Mr. Dauda. They talk about Mansa Musa. He is very correct. He is very correct. Mansa Musa of Mali squandered billions of dollars in gold. The Tamarimba culture. Where the inside we, na Sierra Leone, show off, all my one show off, all my one cock feather. The Tamarimba culture, as the Madingo they say, make Mansa Musa take the resources of Mali. He go and share all over Arabia. Then people then still get that gold. Gold they accrue value all the time. So they still get wealth. Look at West Africa today. If that gold where Mansa Musa go shape so because we don't know if not true or not exaggeration. But sorry, Anne Marie, the name is not Scan African on Facebook. It's Boy Jalo Jamboria. Go to the Facebook and look for Boy Jalo Jamboria. Sorry, people. They interact with somebody or they ask me a question. If Mansa Musa then gets the wisdom for save that money day, that gold we been get at that time for don't run into trillions of dollars. The Mali Empire not been for scatter because one of the reasons to make the Mali Empire scatter, now after it don't scatter the gold, people then get disgruntled, division kind side, and bring the scatter. If Mali Empire be there intact now West Africa, like we would talk so, we've been for born into wealth and prosperity. Because about the same time, when Mansa Musa go misuse that wealth day, at that time the Europe begin develop. The Europe they run for country day. At that time they begin find them footing. And most of them footing where they get now from that gold and other resources, where people they can't give them free. They make Kamarimba. And 30 they now they do. We get to resources, we they go get and cheap to somebody because one person while let them buy us from now London will cost 600 and some £1,000, which is not even £1 million. You gave away trillions of dollars. Are we thinking? Are we Homo sapien? We need for big ask them questions here. In fact, some of them here, where you look and good, you study them. If one man they take only for himself and not care what are the benefits where other people and they get, we can use the simple word saying a badat. A badat, a santen witch. And I believe say the term don't reach where that for stop. We believe. What I say we, they talk about me and the team who they work with. We believe the term don't reach where that for stop. Let begin treat ourselves with fairness. Let begin treat ourselves with respect. Let begin treat ourselves with sense of equality. Let we build trust, mutual trust. The country not they go before because we not trust each other. Several programs that we don't do before. I don't talk about them things here. The need for trust. We cannot have trust with some people. They take the country resources, go give bonya free. Because he want let them put some money in his pocket and he ain't picking them with him fumble and forget. The rest can go to hell. Ebo, who's bad that way past that? But me people them, we not go follow. Then people then they what thing they don't do and use vex station. We go look and wait for the information that will they come. And when we get the information, yeah, do ya are the big una. Let us share the information here widely. Let we make sure, say, as many Sierra Leoneans as possible get this information that all they can begin get. As a matter of fact, I dey look at the possibility for make we dey make short audio them we go circulate. I make another one that will make this talk too long. We look also at the possibility for make we get people them for translate some of them things here into the major national languages. Let people them hear it for themselves. Let them know for themselves, say they not get business for be poor. If you get that information there, person come to you, they can say, and I can't vote for we. Me na the son of the soil. And I go nothing for ask them. We don't get plenty sons of the soil and daughters of the soil. We country just they go bien. So now law begin talk about people of the soil. Let it be the people of Sierra Leone determining their destiny, because it is entrenched in chapter 2 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone that sovereignty belongs to the people and that the elected officials must work in the interest of the people. I know no sir put the Constitution, but I do at the big una find it then a website for internet, I mean, for download. Una download them, una read chapter 2. It's there. It's in plain English, not to Greek or Latin, right? Plain English. Because Nadentia we they use as we guide and this advocacy. It's an advocacy we have started. The advocacy for change through transparency, through accountability, and through initiating the processes for make we get more benefits from our natural resources. In the coming days and weeks, I will bring more evidences to now. I get them. We get them. We get them. Our documentary has shown a this upon word. Now, one of we team member now do this analysis. All the contracts where they be don't sign from 1996 to now. It took his time and did the analysis. It show we clearly whose company been give which contract, and even show we links where with due cause we go make them links here available to people them. Let them click come and see for themselves online. Then blue line here we na the see so. Now the links. Salon for change. Salon for change, oh. Some man been say power. We're not to power. We only go change. It go change. The term don't reach. Whether people like it or not, it go change. Do ya wanna help for build this platform so that we go pass the message? Wanna help for build this platform So we go able use them for do thing for do, let SALONE change. Una hit the like button, una make una comment them. And what you get for do from now on, I go try as soon as possible for get this telephone business organized, because I want for the Yeri people their opinion that we discuss them. Then at the same time, after every show, I go take time out. If not to this net self tomorrow, I go sit down and read through every comment. I go, if need they for put any information on the comment for as a reply, I go do them. Because this now for we all benefit. Not for Boy Jalo, he don't bend curve. Because in don't they take 69, they go 70, he don't bend curve. This is about a legacy. And the legacy of how and waiting we go left for picking them. Let Sierra Leone belong to Sierra Leoneans. Let Sierra Leone be a place where all man go say, hey, I tell God thank you where I born in this country. Let Sierra Leone be a place where we all go decide one day, say, Bolo turn back in our country, Bolo go work in our country, Lord help for make we country better. Let it be a place where people learn for come out overseas, go drag to. We not all for the common our country, they can drag to people learn. We able to get the resources, we get the potential, but we need for organize research. And we need for make we get rid of hustlers from politics, or get politicians. Because politicians, now people that they go into politics for go make country. Now I make the country, they give them high reward. When somebody be politician in a country, then they give them high reward and they give them facilities where most other people, where they do equal task but not to politicians, no they get. The state, they reward you for your service. But the state cannot continue to reward you for your disservice. We cannot. That luxury, like do so. Don't begin work now for make SALONE. Don't begin think, say, let we put we country first above all interest. We party second above all interest. Then we self third above all interest. One thing what I want to say as a last word before I go, and I go keep repeating this in almost every programs. If we use the resources of Sierra Leone properly, if we develop the priorities we need for develop, if we put weight in the sectors we need for put weight back, in the next 10 to 15 years, we will get more billionaires in Sierra Leone. We not thief money, but get gentry than we get now. Because at this time in Sierra Leone's history, I don't think so. Get any Sierra Leonean inside Sierra Leone, we go raise and up say me a billionaire. But the country get the capacity for make billionaires. Now for make we set in motion the economic chain. Let we do a thing for do so people then go engage in activities where go increase consumption, go increase demand and supply, increase production. Then we will see things working. So rocket science. Let we allow creation and distribution of wealth for the general benefit. If now few people get all the money, they circulate, change they be. But if we create a situation, Usai, We dey improve on the real income na the country. We make sure say everybody get a living wage wey dem go able buy wetin dem wan buy, dem able pay their house rent, dem able pay transport, you are able buy car from in wage, buy car, whatever you able do within basic limits, una go see how business go boom. Una go see how change go come. But it has to begin with the fairness of the resources in profit. Along the line, we go also discuss the reason why agriculture not dey develop. That will be later. Then we go make some recommendations as to what to do. Because we not come for talk no more. We come for outline what are the problem. We look at possible solutions. Do ya? Hit the like button. Una share this. Una subscribe to the channel. Una subscribe it. Una subscribe. And una they share them. Una tell the one they una they share to. Let them subscribe. I see my brother they talk now. I say the only way upwards in Sierra Leone today is possible in present Sierra Leone is through corruption. Well, maybe. If we look at the strategies for change, that mentality where they cause that, maybe we will get other ways for go through this mobility without engaging in corruption. Salone get the potential. Salone get her. We only need for set we works right. We only need for things straight and do things correct. If we begin do that, in the next 10 to 15 years, something that we know again, if we self would all now. Una go see change they happen na Sierra Leone self go wonder. 1979, 80, that place where all man they all about see the Dubai. I've been fishing village. Yes, I want let people then go find out. 1979, 80, now be ordinary fishing village. When the people them of the UAE ready say low make here, they make them. Yes, then get oil. Fact. But they use the oil to the advantage of their own development. Nigeria don't begin mine oil from 1958. Do you want to show me the benefits of oil to Nigeria? Not left the few areas where then they make, where few people then they go sit down there, where you look them funny film there, what you they see. Nah, I don't know how to describe their behavior. I know one call them sassy. I know one call them clannish or whatever. But it's just funny to see how Africans behave when they feel say then they're on the good side of life. And even in Sierra Leone now, they see now people who think they're on the good side of life, if you'd say, therefore just treat other people anyhow. Where I live, one of the principles we then get as a social norm, they say thank povarandra. Thank povarandra. Think about each other. I made them get the basic rule. They're not right, but now social rule where they all understand. Coffee, I workplace, then they boil like the inside the coffee can. Everybody get right for drink as many cups as you want drink. But if now you go take the last cup, you are ethically and morally bound for boil new coffee, fill that can back because other people get for can drink coffee. Yes. Yes. When society get trust, when society they operate on correct thinking, correct norms, this is what happens. But when society na kapu, dog eat dog, and they say bakbango, tranga. So, Vambulem, I think I don't reach today's end. Do you as I say? Una help for build this platform. Maybe if we help for build them as fast as possible, maybe this platform alone can serve the purpose. If you're not able to serve the purpose, we go to other platforms then. Let us spread the message. Let us spread the love. Let the people of Sierra Leone know that it's good. The truth shall set us free. May God guide and protect each and every one of us. May the power of intellect guide us to understand what we need to understand. On a good night, on a good evening, on a good afternoon, on a thank you. We will meet back on Friday.
Election time got to go to woman. Like a man, my band is shit in my little finger. Baby, you got good in your way. Yeah, I know one way. Don't you think I never want to hey? I've been up on the young. Yeah, but deep, yeah. Tonya, but deep, yeah. Come on, DJ, Yamunga.
ato atiloma ye. Watoma ngoti pe mamuye, ato atiloma ye. We are oh, ato atiloma ye. Watoma ngoti pe mamuye, ato atiloma ye. We are oh, sauna timungo